Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy DLloyd. So, let's talk about the Los Angeles Clippers, man. And what I'm going to compare this situation to is somewhat like a boxing situation, right? So, I don't know how familiar a lot of you guys are with boxing. You guys know I'm a huge boxing fan, man. But have you ever seen a situation where you have a fighter like Anthony Joshua going on against Andy Ruiz, right? You have one guy has all the physical attributes. They're tall, they're strong, they're quick, they're powerful, right? They look like they can't lose, right? We had another situation with Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas, right? The guy has everything that you want. You know how talented he is. You know he can win any fight at any given moment. But then you take on that one opponent. And that one opponent, although may not be as physically gifted and as capable as, you know, the favorite, they're not scared. They take it to them. And even though they may face adversity, they want this matchup, right? They want that fight. They want that title. So they go right at the champ. They go right at the guy who's the favorite. And, you know, things start looking a little shaky for, you know, your Mike Tysons, your Anthony Joshua's, right? But then all of a sudden there's one big blow and it puts everybody on notice. Like, oh, what's going on here? And then there's another blow. And that second blow is typically the big one, because now there's doubt. Now there's hesitancy from the guy who's favored. And a lot of times it's hard to bounce back from that. Now, the reason I talk about this is because I think this is exactly what we are seeing with the Clippers and the Nuggets, right? Because the Clippers, ever since last season, was the team that people picked to come out of the West, at least compete with the Lakers to come out of the West, right? They were right there. Even this season, everything was okay. They're just resting. They're getting ready for playoff time. But we have now seen twice, once I talk about the second blow, that the Dallas Mavericks have hung in there with the Clippers. They have shown they are not scared of the Clippers, and they have balled. Luka is not scared, as we've seen in all of the games, right? Averaging over 30 points a game against the Clippers in the playoffs. Last night looked like he is literally begging to get guarded by Pat Bev, right? Who's supposed to be one of the best defenders on this Clippers roster. This Clippers team full of defenders. And the Clippers did not play a bad game offensively. In fact, they had a great game. They shot 53% from the field. I would say that's pretty great. 39% from three. That is pretty good. Kawhi went for over 40. Solid. Paul George had 28. If you just told me that box score, you would say the Clippers will win that game. The Clippers did all of that and they lost. And this comes back to, like I was talking about with the boxing reference with the Anthony Joshua and the Mike Tyson, right? Because you get that blow and all of a sudden that doubt is there. And, you know, we've never seen them in the situation where they had to come back from adversity. Now, do they have the skill set to be able to do it? Meaning the Clippers? Absolutely. They still have the firepower. Although I'm not in love with the bench and the supporting cast, I still think they have, you know, the manpower to come back and make this a series. Do I think they're going to win this series now? And it's crazy because I would not have said this a week ago. I don't think so. I think we have watched the Mavericks just gain that confidence, you know, show that they're not scared of these guys. And even when the Clippers try to make it a game last night, the Mavericks, they stepped back up and they took care of business and made sure they won the game. So I think this is a situation where it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot to overcome for the Clippers. And I think the series may be over, which is crazy, like I said, because I thought the Clippers were positioning themselves. I'm not going to say they tanked, but they definitely positioned themselves to get a favorable side on the favorable side of the bracket when it comes to the playoffs, right? Now, we don't know if it's going to pay off because we don't know if they're going to get out of the first round. And that's pretty shocking and crazy. Anything could happen. They have the firepower, but I just don't see it happening right now. Seems like they're self-destructing. Seems like the other team, meaning the Mavericks, has all of the confidence in the world. Game 3 is going to be huge. But you guys let me know. Do you guys see a situation that the Clippers bounce back from this? It has been done before. It's not like it's never been done before, but I believe I seen a stat that says there's only a 7% chance that they can come back and win the series once you go down 0-2. And you went down 0-2 at home. You now go to Dallas, who they're going to have fans in the arena. Is it going to be a little bit tougher to bounce back from that, man? So you guys let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I'm interested to hear who thinks the Clippers are still in it and who is basically counting the Clippers out, because I was one that picked the Clippers to win the series, and it looks like I could definitely be wrong, man. But that's it for this episode. As usual, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please do me a favor, go ahead and leave this video a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy DLloyd. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Peace.